guys, and now everybody's asking, but where do you get your protein? Then there. And let me tell you something, I don't just get enough protein, I get more than I need, all on whole plant foods. No powders, no fake meats, no stress. So today, I'm gonna show you how I can easily hit over 100 grams of protein in a day. And here's the kicker, you don't need 100 grams. Most of us don't, but I'm gonna show you how to do it anyway, just to prove how doable it is without even trying that hard. If we haven't met, I'm Elisa, health coach, holistic nutritionist, and your plant-based bestie. Around here, we keep it real with practical plant-based strategies, delicious recipes, juicing tips, and hair health content to help you walk boldly in your God purpose without poor health standing in your way. So if you're trying to gain muscle, heal your body, or stop stressing about protein on a plant-based journey, this video is for you. If you're worried about protein, here's what you need to know. Unless you're under eating or dealing with a specific medical issue, you're probably getting more than enough, especially if you live in a developed country. Even on a plant-based diet, if you're eating enough calories from a variety of whole foods, you're most likely meeting or even exceeding your needs already. That said, if you do have concerns, definitely check in with a medical professional for some guidance tailored to you. According to the National Academy of Medicine, women need about 46 grams of protein per day. Men need around 56 grams. If you're active, pregnant, older, or working on muscle gains, you might need more, closer to 75 to 100 grams per day. And yes, you can absolutely hit those numbers with whole plant foods. And let me show you exactly how you can do that. We're starting strong with a cozy spice porridge made from a mix of buckwheat and oats. I like to soak my grains overnight. It cuts cooking time and improves digestion. I either cook it stovetop or pop it in the Instant Pot with spices like cloves, star anise, and lemon peel. 1.5 cups of cooked buckwheat and oat porridge is 9 grams of protein. 2 tablespoons of almond butter that I drizzle on top is 7 grams of protein. And because I love getting in something raw with every meal, I pair this with a low sugar protein green smoothie. I like to add about 1.5 cups of my homemade nut milk. Most of the times it's coconut, which will give me about 7 grams. However, if you're not doing homemade milk, a good quality store-bought plant milk, depending on the type, gives you anywhere between 2 to 8 grams of protein. To this smoothie, I can add 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, that's 9.5 grams, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, that's 4 grams, 3 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds, 2 grams, 1 green apple, 1 gram, 1 cup of kale, 2 grams, and 1/2 cup of raspberries, 1 gram. Oh, and 2 dates, 1 gram. My total protein for breakfast, 43 grams. And if you're a woman, you've already knocked out most of your day's needs. If you're a man, you're more than halfway there, and it's only breakfast. Hey, I hope you're enjoying today's content. Did you know that 79% of our viewers aren't subscribed yet? So there's a good chance you might not be either. If that's you, I'm so glad you're watching. Thank you. And if you could hit that subscribe button real quick, that would mean so much to me. All right, let's get back to the vid. For lunch, I'm keeping it simple and flavorful with a hearty quinoa salad with a creamy tahini dressing. It's the kind of meal you can just like throw together with whatever you have going on in your fridge. I love quinoa because it's one of the few plant-based foods that contains all 20 amino acids, including the 9 essential amino acids our bodies don't make on their own. Buckwheat is another one that has the full amino acid profile, and together they're powerful staples to keep in your pantry. Quinoa also cooks super fast, usually in about 15 to 20 minutes, and it's incredibly versatile. You cook it just like rice, boil, simmer, fluff, but I find it even easier to work with than rice. It soaks up the flavor beautifully, whether you're seasoning with some garlic and herbs, adding it to a nourishing bowl, tossing it in a salad, using it in a base for stir fries. It just always comes through. It's also filling and very satisfying without weighing you down. Quinoa quinoa is truly one of those easy go-to ingredients I use week after week. Okay, so for this salad, I'm doing 1.5 cups of cooked quinoa, so that's 12 grams of protein, a 3/4 cup of pan-seared tofu, 15 grams. If you're not into tofu, that's fine. You can swap for chickpeas or lentils, still very high in protein. To this, I'm adding 1 tablespoon of seeds or nuts, that's 2 grams right there, a cup of spinach or some greens, that's 1 gram, some mixed veggies, that's another gram, some tahini dressing, that's 3 grams right there. This bowl is high protein, high flavor, and totally customizable. My total protein for lunch, about 34 grams. Running total so far, 77 grams of protein by midday. Now for dinner, we're going with something light, fresh, and satisfying. Collard wraps filled with protein-rich whole foods. I'm doing 1 cup of smashed cooked chickpeas with some seasonings. That's 14.5 grams. Few slices of avocado with some veggies, that's about 1.5 grams. And we're gonna amp up the protein real big with 1/2 cup of pan-seared tempeh, 15 grams. Pro tip, don't skip the seasoning, okay? My first tempeh attempt had my husband side-eyeing me hard because I served that thing straight from the package. Just season it, okay? I'm adding to this a creamy hemp-lime drizzle that includes about 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, that's 9.5 grams of protein. Protein for dinner, 40 grams. Daily total, please, 117 grams of plant-based protein. Bam! No powders, no guesswork, just real whole foods full of fiber, calcium, antioxidants, and so much more that your body needs and thrives on. And really, even if you cut these meals in half, you'd likely still meet your daily protein needs. That's the beauty of building your meals with intention. A plant-based diet is not lacking in protein when you're thoughtful about what goes on your plate. And honestly, that kind of intentionality is something we all need, no matter what eating style we follow. It's not about restriction, it's about nutrient-rich choices that truly serve your body. The key? Build your meals with protein-rich plant staples like lentils, hemp seeds, tempeh, quinoa, and greens, and rotate them. And if you want to know which plant foods are the highest in protein, check out my video, 11 best high-protein plant-based foods. Thanks so much for watching, fam. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.